In college algebra, first day back from spring break, we looked at systems of equations with two variables. So hopefully this is review from Algebra 1. If you have two variables, you need at least two equations to solve. On a problem like number 1, when they're asking if that's a solution, then just plug it in to check. I need to see at least one step of work of you plugging it in. So I'm going to plug 4 in place of x and -1 in place of y. And if you show me that line right there, that's work for that equation. You can take it further if you want, all the way down to that. And you see that 2, of course, equals 2. You do need to show me the other equation because it's possible that it won't check out. So we're going to go 4 minus 2 times -1, and all that should equal 6. And sure enough, it does. Now, it doesn't have to. There's a chance it won't check out. But in this case, since both check out, you need to answer yes. All right. On number 2, we're going to look at the substitution method in solving. There's many ways to solve a system, and substitution is one of the ways you hopefully learned back in the 8th or 9th grade. The typed instructions there tell you all you need to know. So you need to solve for one variable, plug that value into the other equation. So this one is ready to go because this is solved for y. So what we need to do is plug in -x minus 1 in the other equation. But you should be very familiar with these steps. So I write 4x minus 3 parenthesis -x minus 1 because according to that first equation, y is -x minus 1. And then finish out the equation, and now we have all x's. This is solvable. Hopefully you are A-okay with these steps. You've been doing this for many years now. And last step, x equals 3. But don't forget to get y. You need to plug in 3 into either equation. Doesn't matter which. I'm going to plug it into the first equation. And you see that y is -4. All right, that's substitution. Elimination is another popular method people use. And this one does have a lot of steps, although I bet you already know the steps. So what you need to do first is line up like terms. So example 3, that's already done. But look at example 4 down there. It's not lined up. So you would need to do that when we do number 4 tomorrow. But step 1 is already done for example 3. Pick a variable to cancel. So you can literally pick either of the two variables, doesn't matter which. Sometimes one is set up easier than the other. Step 3, manipulate an equation so that the variable picked cancels. Or let's say, will cancel when combined. And then lastly, combine and solve. So I hope these are steps you're already familiar with. Our variables, our terms are lined up. We need to pick a letter. I'm going to pick Y. I'm going to make Y cancel out. Maybe I should write that. Pick Y to cancel. I could have picked X. It doesn't matter. So on step 4, I'm going to combine these two equations. And when I do that, I want the Y's to cancel. Right now when I combine, I'll get negative 6Y. They won't cancel. So if I was to multiply this whole equation by positive 4, that's going to change the Y term to 8Y. And when I combine, the Y's will cancel. So watch. We get 12x. I don't really care about that term. I get 8y. I do care about that one. And 4 times 48 is 192. Then I just copy the second equation as is below it. And I combine the two equations. So now we're on step 4. And when I do that, the 8y's disappear. I do get some other ugly numbers. It'll be nice to have a calculator. So I believe I get 168. And I hope 168 is divisible by 21. And it is. It goes into it 8 times. Last step, plug in to get y. So plug into either equation. I'm going to plug into the first one. And then we're very close. And we get y equals 12. All right, I hope that made sense. I will see y'all later.